for her. Can you see? Isn't that something? I have little blips.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host, and with me today is David. Hello, David.
Hello, Pam. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm a little beat myself. I had a long day today. I had to stay longer than usual at work because we were short-staffed. I'm not used to it.
Oh, yeah, that can throw off your schedule, too.
Yep.
But you survived it, yay.
I did.
And get ready, because I do believe our guest is on the phone. So before we pick up her call, I'm going to say today our special guest is not only beautiful, but she's extremely talented. She's best known for her role on All My Children as Simone Torres, but she's been quite busy since then, making movies and guest starring on different TV series. So welcome to Terri Ivens. Yes?
Well, hello, Pam.
Hey. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you for asking. And yourself? I love your jovial laughter.
Oh, thank you. I do giggle a lot. I don't know what is up with that, but I do.
That means you're happy, and isn't that a wonderful thing?
It is.
I always say it's a choice. We can choose to be sad or we can choose to be happy, and it's pretty simple. We can either choose to regurgitate, whatever may be crappy in the moment, or we can choose to just meditate on whatever we find that is true and just, rich, and
that's a great philosophy to live by. It really is.
Yes, it
well,
is.
You know what? I find that it really eliminates me having a bad day. I might have a bad moment, but it doesn't linger much longer.
Right, yeah. You try to brush it off and just go on and, do something that makes you happy after that.
Yes, absolutely. I hear a masculine voice. Who else am I speaking to, Pam?
That's David, my co-host.
David, I didn't know you'd be joining us as well. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to finally listen to you, Terri. I know we follow each other.
I know, but we've never spoken.
No, we haven't. It's nice to finally hear you.
Yes, absolutely. You can learn a lot about a person, I think, through their voice. You can hear sincerity, heart, condition, whether they're being honest or not.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. You can tell from either their eyes or their mouth or by their actions. It's a lot of different ways.
Isn't that the truth? Actions do speak louder than anything.
Right. So have you been busy today?
I have. I met with one of my business partners earlier today about some technology project that we're working on, which I can't say anything about because it's so great and somebody will steal it from me.
Oh.
But I have branched out in multiple different ways, all of which bring a smile to my face and a lot of interest to my thinking. That's just one little area which is brand new for me. I'm all in a big phase of reinventing myself and trying new things. Like I tried Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream last week, I think, for the very first time ever in my life. I've never been a strawberry girl, and now I'm on my third pint of strawberry.
No.
You think it's just a simple flavor.
Oh.
I've been getting so much joy out of the simple flavor of strawberry.
That's funny. Did you ever try cherry chocolate chip ice cream?
Oh, that sounds so good.
It is, because I love chocolate chip ice cream, and one day my husband brought me the cherry chocolate chip, and oh my gosh, now I'm addicted to it like you are with the strawberry.
You know what? We did see that, and I think I opted for, we did mint chip, and then we did cookies and cream. But I do remember seeing the cherry chocolate chip.
You got to get
it.
If you like the combination, of cherries and chocolate, because I love the chocolate-covered strawberries and cherries and stuff like that.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's, yeah.
That was my dad's favorite candy, like at Christmas. He'd always want the chocolate-covered cherries.
Yeah, that's what I get for Christmas, too.
Yeah, like he'd always want that. And, of course, you'd have to go to, your drugstore to find that candy.
Right.
And my mom's would always be, like, almond roca. He'd love that. And then one year I wanted some, so I didn't think that she would notice if I opened up the can and took one. But, of course, you can tell. But I was young. I didn't know that she could tell. So she opened it up. She's like, hey, this is open. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I know. The things we do when we're kids and we think we'll never be caught.
I know.
How did our parents ever know?
I have 4 children, and I've always told them from as little as they could remember, don't lie to me, because you're always going to get caught. And I would say I'm pretty accurate, and I'm maybe about 85% of it when they were little. As they get older, it's a little bit harder, but my oldest son said to me, Mom, how do you know these things? I said, I just know. I know people, okay?
I have my daughter, Kiana, who's 8, completely believing that I do know everything. It's a catchphrase, Mama knows. And I convinced her so well, because when she was like 3 years old, she would stand like right up to the television, right up to the screen. And I was in the kitchen, but I could see her through the reflection of the painting, through the, it was like this weird thing. So I was not in the room at all. And I had asked her to move away from the TV, and she said she did. And I'm like, no, you didn't. And, she's looking around, and she can't see me because I'm in the kitchen. And she believes from here on out that I truly do know everything.
That is too funny. Keep it going as long as you can. We have a running gag in my house because I'm forever 30. I don't age any more than that, and so I put it on the calendar every year. And, my husband is such a poo head. He would say, your mom is not 30. She's blah, blah, blah. And my oldest son, who was in grade school or maybe middle school at that time, I think it was grade school, he would say, Mom, how old are you for real? I'd say, well, Brad, you're 8. I had you at 14, so how old does that make me?
Exactly.
And that lasted a very long time, thankfully. But still, I deny.
Absolutely. Well, it's one of the cardinal sins of any man to ask a woman how old she is. That's still standing today, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a cause for divorce. Come on. How much do you weigh, and how old are you?
Right.
How much money do you make?
What's that, David?
Don't forget, how much money do you make?
Oh, well, that's just plainly rude.
Yeah.
That's just rude. I've been having anniversaries of my 29th year, and now my anniversary dates are getting so big that it's seeming ridiculous. I literally have to do the math to figure out how old I am because I've been lying for so long.
I can't believe you said that. I do the same thing. I have to think of what year we're in, and then I have to subtract, and then I have to. I'll remember how old I am. That is so funny. That is so funny.
We do. I'm thinking of lying the other way in going older so that people will be like, oh, my gosh, you look so amazing. I had no idea you were 95.
That works, too.
Any way you can fish a compliment out of a stranger, that's the way I'm going.
Right. Yeah, there used to be times where I would say, well, how old do you think I am? And they would guess way younger. And my mom was the same way as far as appearance. And Nowadays, I'm scared to ask that question, so I just don't bother.
There's a funny story with I was in Jamaica on vacation with Amelia Heinley, who was on All My Children and now is on Young and the Restless. And we vacationed together, and we went to go check in at the hotel, and the guy knew of All My Children, our show, and he was so, pleasant and complimentary. And, I'm older than Amelia, and I lied about my age, and she didn't, and she got so many accolades about how gorgeous she looks, and she was like, teaches you right for lunch. That's your age. I was so mad because I didn't get any compliment like, oh, you look so young for 22.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I guess sometimes it can backfire.
Yeah, that one goes down for the books.
Right. So, anyway, speaking of acting, when did you know you wanted to be an actress? Did that start out really young?
Well, my first play was a musical, and it was entitled Annie. And I wanted to be Annie, and I must have been, I don't know, I was so young. My dad was a rock drummer, and there was 2 other fellow musicians, and they had sons, and the 3 of us, and some, I'm sure, like some dare from parents to parent, dared us to get on stage and sing, your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Right, it was really cute, so I hear. So we started singing, and I was 7 performing on stage. It would be like whatever the closing night was that, our dads were performing, and they would bring us up on stage, and we'd sing, and, the crowd would send us up Shirley Temples, and, we'd sign autographs thinking that we were, like big stars, We were just these little dinky kids. And it got, I got bit by the entertainment bug because, I'm, multi-generations of an entertainment family. And, it's very, it's kind of like, your family business, right? No matter what the profession may be. So I've been grandfathered in. My grandmother was a concert pianist. My stepdad is also a drummer and a world-renowned jazz drummer at that, and just an amazing producer for film and television. He does a lot of the Coen Brother films and all of Ed Weinberger's TV series. Ed Weinberger was the creator of Taxi, Amen, the Jamie Foxx show. So we're pretty saturated in the music department. I'm the lone actor of my family, as my dad would say that my sister was the musician, I was the entertainer, and I would always go, what does that mean? Yeah. What does that mean? So my sister, Tanya Ivens, is an incredible vocalist and was on tour with Elton John for some time for this new album with Leon Russell. So, it's what we do. It's not who we are, and it's a true blessing to be brought up in a family like that because it keeps you grounded. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it keeps the arts going, and because with it being cut in schools, you have to learn from your family or your friends, about theater or about singing or whatever type of art that you want to get into. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. So your sister maybe could be a guest on my music show. Oh, my gosh, she would love it. Absolutely. I can hook that up. Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah, she can tell you about her experiences touring with Elton in London and all over the place. Yeah. Plus, I'd like to hear her music. What type of music does she play? What genre? R&B. I think it's R&B, soulful. Her voice is incredible. But enough about her. Let's talk about me. No. Yeah, definitely. No, talking about music. Tonight is the first live telecast of The Voice. on NBC, and it's like my favorite show. And one of our family dear friends is on the show. She's on Team Adam, and her name is Judith Hill.